So this is my third attempt. For some reason, Google Hangouts keeps crashing. I'm not sure why. I have like a $3,000 PC that I built, so I don't know why Google Hangouts keeps deciding to crash. Um, so we're gonna keep going. I went through some of the scenarios for Brawler Bash in the previous two videos. I'm not going to go back and reiterate them because I've reiterated them twice. So if you'd like to go back and watch that, that's fine. Otherwise, I'm going to hope that Google Hangouts doesn't crash again. And we're going to go through the Brawler Bash scenario cards, which are probably the coolest part of the Brawler Bash tournament for me. This is me finalizing my list. If anybody didn't tune into the first two videos, we're probably going to delete them from the channel just because it's obnoxious to have so many 3-minute videos. But nonetheless, so this is one of the coolest parts of the tournament is that I will screen share this with you. At the start of the tournament, you get 6 cards, 5 describing bonus point objectives and special rules, and 2 your lucky day cards. So after deployment, but before scouts are placed, both players must choose one strategy card for those remaining to them and place it in the table. Yep, you must choose a card to play each round. Each card can only be used once during the tournament, including your lucky day, and the card must be turned in when your results are reported. Only the card player may gain bonus points based on their card in play. Okay. Card number 1 is Take the Field, plus 500 victory points for controlling more table quarters than your opponent at the end of the game. So these are nice little sub-objectives you can give yourself during the game. To control a table quarter, you need to have Fortitude there, General or a Banner. So we had spoken about that previously, General or Banner. So the most Fortitude in a quarter controls that quarter. In the event of a tie, neither player controls that quarter. Special rules: 1 core unit or solo character may make a Vanguard move. All normal Vanguard rules apply. That's kind of cool. 1 core unit can make a Vanguard move. Okay, so I'll have to go through after we make the list. We can talk about which way, which scenarios these cards might be best off in. Card number 2, No Glory in Death. 500 victory points if your most expensive unit/model non-character above half its starting wounds at the end of the battle. That's cool. That's kind of a difficult one. The player of this card automatically wins the roll to see who goes first. They may then choose to go first or allow their opponent to go first. If both players choose this card, then roll off as normal. See, this is a tough one. So do you get to use all of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you got 2 lucky day cards. So 4, 5, 6. Okay. How many games are there? 5 battles. You get 6 cards. Let's go through the other ones first before I judge card number 2. 500 victory points for killing the enemy general. Okay, killing the enemy general. Operation Anaconda. Pretty cool. Your general gives a rousing speech to spur his or her troops to victory at the start of one of your turns. You may declare that you are using this leadership rule, using the special rule, and claim +1 leadership, +1 to the leadership of your general. Okay, that's cool. Plus 500 victory points, killing your general. This is cool. This goes along with our kill everything and don't die stuff. Broken Arrow, plus 500 points for having all of your Dispel Power Dice generating characters alive at the end of the game. If you have none of either to start with, you automatically get these points. For the first turn of the game, all your opponent's spells miscast on double 1s, as well as double 6s. Double 1s do not cause, Irresistible Force. That's an interesting one that I think will definitely get used. Yeah, it's number 2 is kind of weird. As I'm looking at more of these, it's like if you have your most expensive model above half its starting wounds, that's tough because a lot of those hordes that I'm going to have are going to be up in the front line. The most expensive unit is probably going to be the Black Orcs. Unless the Savage Orcs have the characters in it, which I haven't decided yet, but the Black Orcs will probably have my general. Yeah, I'm not sure. So that's a tough one because one of those units is going to get down to half, and it's going to be one of those 2. So it's just a matter. Oh, yeah, that's a tough one. So we'll see. I definitely see one 3 and 4 being used, for me at least. I'm pretty sure I see 4 being used over 2. Even, yeah, because my spellcaster is my general, and I usually don't want him to die in the first place, so that's pretty different. Card 5, live to fight another day, plus 500 victory points for having a unit that successfully is not caught in that turn flees from a charge. Having a unit that successfully flees from a charge. If your army contains no units or characters capable of fleeing at the start of the game, then you may earn plus 500 bonus points if one of your characters not champions refuses a challenge. Okay. Okay, add D3 inches to one flee charge reaction during the battle. This must be declared prior to the roll of any dice. I don't really see myself using this, even though not caught in flees from a charge. So, I mean, this could definitely be free points for me in some perspective, like with Wolf Riders against some chaff. If they don't die and I successfully flee, because they don't have to rally. There's no successful rally. It's just successfully flee. So, that might be possible with them. Card is usable only once during the tournament. Your lucky day. Before any 2d6 roll is made, but not before a reroll, such as that given by a battle standard bearer, a player might employ your lucky day. This automatically make the results of a roll a 7 without rolling dice. Okay. Note that your lucky die cannot be used to change 2 dice within a number of other dice roll. It must be a straight 2d6 roll and not a 3d6 roll. For example, additionally, lizardmen may use the lucky day for a single leadership test. Okay, cool. Your lucky day may not be used for the Winds of Magic 2d6 roll. Your lucky day roll may only affect the dice of the person playing the card. Alternate use. You may choose to use your lucky day after both players have played their scenario cards, but before the battle starts to nullify the special rules of your opponent's card. Okay. However, this will still gain bonus points based on their card. So you would use this one, if you really fail that really, really bad leadership test. I feel like this is going to be reserved for most people for a leadership test or a let's see, a 2d6 roll. Let's see, what could be a 2d6 roll? Maybe. I'm not sure. Would help it? No. Yeah, help it rolls on this, right? Yeah, maybe you could use it for that. I really see myself using this as a leadership roll, just in case, which is really cool. I don't see myself using the alternate use because I wouldn't want I don't really care about nullifying the opponent's card. Any of these, maybe the Vanguard one would be the one you want to nullify. All the other ones don't, maybe Broken Arrow, but even then, I don't see that being as fruitful because, let's say I cancel out Broken Arrow so that double ones miscast, but then I don't roll double ones the whole game, right? That's not like a surefire thing versus like you're guaranteed to be on a leadership roll one game that you know you need to make. And if you don't make it, you're going to lose. And at that point, that's when I would roll. That's when I would roll the 7, or that's when I would use your lucky day. Yeah. So that's when I see myself using that. Other scoring, initial impressions, armies fully painted. Let's see some of this. Armies fully painted, but only to the basic. Army is fully painted, and there has been obvious effort put into detailing the army beyond the minimum standard. Tournament standards. Cool. No display base. Rubbermaid lid, etc. So I have to make a display base basic, just 1 flock. 1 multiple flock or painted with highlights on flock, framed edges. 2 multiple flock or advanced painting. Cool. 3 intricate diorama that just wows the judges. Okay, so that's the display base. Modeling basic, flock, no paint. Multiple flock or painted diorama-like base with high attention to detail. Okay, so this is all the painting points. Conversions, minimal conversions. Major conversions, those are cool. Extreme conversions, I don't think I'll have any of those. I don't think if I have any major conversions. Exceptional extras. Only judge this section if 12 points were awarded on initial overall impressions. Cool. So winning the tournament, all this stuff, not really I care about. I am curious because I do want to paint up a Black Orc BSB. Um, or maybe not. I'm not sure for this tournament. I think I am going to paint one up. But I wanted to know, curiously, I was going to paint a model that was an Avatars of War model. I'm assuming, I don't know if that falls under conversions because I would be converting an Avatar of War model to I would be converting an Avatar of War model to essentially a to have a banner, but I don't know if that counts as a conversion because it's not a GW model, and I'm curious how GTs work because I've seen some people with non-GW models for it, and I've seen some people with extreme conversions to the point where like there was an Arachnarok spider at the last tournament that was literally just like I think it was like a gigantic wheelbarrow filled with little like plastic spiders, and then I like a Bretonnian army that was My Little Pony. So it was like one of those things where I'm like, is that a conversion? Like so I don't know. I'm assuming it would be okay to bring a model like that, but then again, like I said, I'm not entirely sure. Um, so yeah, let's kind of get into the nitty gritty and start to look at some of this list. Okay, so I am going to bring up my list building tool and shift this over here. As you see, the infinite loop of insanity. I will stop the screen share. And I will screen share over to my army builder. New army builder. Okay. Okay, we are going to screen share that differently because that is not having it. You're not having it right now. Start screen share, full screen 1. Let's see if that does a difference. Yep, makes a big difference. Cool. Okay, so we are going to make an Orcs and Goblins list. Clearly, I've done this before. 3,000 points. Okay, so I am pretty new to Army Builder. I just actually got it recently. So here we go. We're going to do a Savage Orc Great Shaman. Pretty sure this is still up in the air. Level 4 upgrade. He's going to be my general. He is going to have a Lucky Shrunken Head. I'm going back to this old and paint up my Warzag for this tournament. Very excited for that. I got a cool conversion for the base on that one too. So excited to do that. So we're going to go with the Great Shaman. We are going to give him a magic weapon. I want to give him the Fencer's Blades. Let's find them. Cool. Fencer's Blades. And then 50, 85. And can I give him a Potion of Toughness? 50, 85. Where's the Potion of Toughness? Potion of Toughness. Now, you can't actually do that because that would go over 100 points. Yeah, because Malorian always says to do that. To do the Potion of Toughness on them. But if you give him Fencer's Blades, I guess it's with the Shrunken Head, you can't really give him Fencer's Blades and the Potion of Toughness. But he has Toughness 5, which could be nice. What do I want to do here? Do I want to do Potion of Toughness or not? This is curious. I guess I can't really do it. What arcane items do I have? Alright, nothing crazy here. Cancel that out. Where are the talismans? Okay, so I'm thinking about where to put my lodestone here. Thinking about whether I'm going to put it here or put it with my where's it? Warhammer. Where's my Warhammer PDF? Rules. Once again, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to be here for about an hour or so, I think. Doing this. Rule book. 8th edition rule book. There it is. PDF that I scanned in at work. Because tired of flipping open my book. Let me just make sure that I am not broadcasting the PDF on the internet because that is illegal. Okay to talk about it. It's not okay to show it. Just double checking. I'm not entirely sure if the lodestone confers to the unit, and that's what I'm double checking. Pretty sure it does. Then again, I don't usually play with these items. I'm still fairly new to the game, which is why when Nick beats me sometimes I get very frustrated. I'm still fairly new to the game, like I said. I'm still trying to figure things out. I haven't used all these magic weapons and talismans and things. So it doesn't say it there. I don't think I could put it on him anyway. Put the obsidian trinket on it. I'll give him a 4 up against magic. The savages. That's curious. I think I might go with that one. Still looking at some stuff as we create this list here. Thanks for tuning in again. Oh, don't want to do that. Thought about bringing a wizarding hat mage here, but decided not to. An Iron Curse icon might be nice. Where is stubborn? Iron Curse icon might be nice. Well, but that's a 2 ward save, so it's not going to matter there. Alright. Wish I could find the chat for this thing. Links. Oh, here it is. I forgot about the YouTube page. Couldn't figure out where the links were. If who's ever in chat knows whether it does, just hop on, let me know if the lodestone would go to the unit or not. If you want to post a comment up about it. Okay, so we got... Alright, here's the tough part. We got that Fencer's Blade. Alright, so I'm pretty sure it does. Pretty sure it does, so I'm going to stop looking at that. So now we're looking at our Savage Orc. We're deciding, do I want to give him Fencer's Blades, or do I want to give him the Magic Res? Because he's going to have a 5-up magic. He's going to have a 5-up ward. Do I want to give him Magic Res 3 on top of that? Do I want to give them... Do you want to give that unit a 2-up against magic? How bad do I want those Fencer's Blades is the question. Fencer's Blades are nice because it makes it a nice and defensive unit. That can save him. Maybe the Obsidian Trinket is the best way to go here because that gives me a 4-up ward against magic with my savages. I'd like to squeeze out that extra 30, but I don't have it. So I guess we're gonna have to go with the Obsidian Trinket here. So I'm fine with. Okay, so we got our Savage Orc Great Shaman decked out, ready to go. With him, I'm gonna try something a little different. I am going to do something a little different. Usually I do the bunker unit. We're gonna make my bunker a combat bunker this game. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna do my usual. I'm gonna go out of my comfort zone. Since it's a 3,000 point tournament, pretty sure this is the best time I could go out of my comfort zone too. I'm gonna go with the Black Orc Big Boss. Make him my BSB. We are gonna give him some stuff. We're gonna give him a Magic Banner. What banner do we want to give him? We want to give him +1 movement. You want to give him flaming attacks? Do we want to give him flaming attacks? Banner of Eternal Flame isn't listed here. Oh, there it is on top. Do we want to give them flaming attacks and the Black Orcs +1 movement? That's curious. I think I want them to have... I'm thinking about flanks here. And if I'm on a flank, maybe the way it's kind of looking like it's going to lay out is I'm going to have the Savage Orcs in the center, the Squig Herd with them, the Trolls near them, and the Black Orcs are kind of going to be left to do their own thing and come around the flank. So I think I want them with the movement banner, but I don't necessarily want them to get stuck on a flank against the Hell Pit without the Flaming Banner, or get stuck against a Tree Man or some Tree Can on the outside, which we're going to see a little bit more of because of that nice little Wood Elves book that just came out. Oh, thinking. If anybody has anything to say about it, you guys have an opinion based on what you think I should do, go ahead, just drop it in the comment section. I am frequently refreshing it, taking a look on YouTube, see what people are thinking as I go through this. This is... Hold on, I do have a phone call coming in. Give me 1 second. Hello? Yep. Bye. All right. Sorry, girlfriend's calling, asked for food. All right. Let's do this. Oh man, I'm still deciding. I know this is crazy. The Black Orc Big Boss is going to go in that unit with the Savage Orcs. I don't know if I want them to have the flaming attacks. I'm thinking about all the Wood Elf players we're going to see. Nick and I were having this conversation. Just curious. I don't know. I think if they're going to have a banner, it's either going to be the flaming banner, maybe the leadership banner. I've thought about the leadership banner a little bit. Oh, I can't do that. Huh, my usual strategy of giving the leadership banner. Yeah, the standard of discipline in the bunker unit that's not the Savage Orc works because it'll give the general leadership 9 and that conveys inspiring presence. But I don't want to do a leader. I guess that would make their leadership 8 anyway. And then that gives the army leadership 9. Savage Orc leadership is 8, right? Hmm. Hmm. Not sure. Not sure, guys. Not sure. Not sure. Not sure. Literally not sure what to do right now. I'm opening up a PDF of another Orc and Goblin. My Orc and Goblin PDF that I have put into my computer. Oh, get that off of that screen. Internet, no. Don't see that. Okay, so let's go down here. I'm pretty sure Savage Orc leadership is 7. I don't think I've ever actually rolled on their leadership with the intent of winning before, I think, at that point. Yeah, it is 7. So that would bump it up to 8. Give the general leadership 9. Inspiring presence of 9. Oh, but is that a waste of a banner? Is that a waste of a banner? I'm going to put the leadership banner in right now. We're just going to do that for now. All right, we're going to put that in as a leadership banner right now. So yeah, Black Orc Big Boss can't have any other things there. Okay, another thing I would like to put in this list is I like the Night Goblin magic. I don't care what Anthony from Sustainable Center says. I like my friggin' Night Goblin magic, so I'm including a Night Goblin Shaman with a Dispel Scroll because I need another frickin' Shaman. That or I do a level 2 regular Orc, which I'm not sure about, to guarantee me Foot of Cork every game. Not sure. What do I do? Do I do another level 2? Or do I do a level 2 Orc? Shaman is 50 points. What's a level 2 Orc Shaman? Regular Orc Shaman is 65, so I'm paying 15 more points to guarantee myself. Paying 15 more points to guarantee myself Foot. Itchy Nuisance is so good, though. What I do? I'm not sure, guys. Not sure, I'm not sure, I'm not sure. Huh. I'm not sure I want to spend the 35 points on the Night Goblin upgrade. That's my thing. So I think I'm going to go with the Orc Shaman just for the purposes of this tournament to play around with. Flip these two. Orc Shaman. Give him a level 2 upgrade. We are going to give him a Warboard. Just kidding. No Warboards. We are going to give him a Dispel Scroll, though. And we are definitely going to give him a Ruby Ring of Ruin. Why Ruby Ring of Ruin? I like it for dealing with fire vulnerable things. You can Ruby Ring something, and then immediately afterwards you can Foot a Gorket in that same turn. It's a good way to kill Hell Pits, large creatures like that. It's another good secondary way to kill things like that, which is something this army isn't necessarily that strong against because even Black Orcs up against some of the larger monster bases that used to exist are good, but like up against the Hell Pit, even with the Flaming Banner, it's not always guaranteed that that black orcs are going to kill something like that just because of base size. You know, the base contact, you're only getting 12 attacks in. So it's one of those things where it's like iffy. So if you can ruby ring them and foot them, sometimes that's nice. I might just back off on that and put flaming in here. I like the idea of my black orcs having a movement banner around the outside, though. I like leadership 9, not leadership 8. That's my issue here. A 9. So on average, you're rolling a 7. I'm losing combat in the first place. That's not good. Average is a 7 with a reroll. Oh, that's a tough one. You know what? I'm just going to go with leadership 8. We'll actually do this. We'll get rid of this ruby ring. Get rid of the standard discipline here. Do magic banner. Unit has flaming. Huh. What did I want to do? I want to give them flaming. Give it the banner of eternal flame. There we go. So I have magic attacks now. That's pretty cool. Spell scroll. What else can I give this shaman that would be useful? Oh my god, I could go totally all in. Just put this. Just make this a Savage Orc regular shaman. See what other items I can give this shaman. What can I give this Orc shaman? Anything good? No, anything to make that Death Star a little bit better? Probably not. Does MR stack? Does MR stack? Does magic resist stack in Warhammer? Not sure. No, it doesn't. So it would be MR, whatever that MR is. So if I made this a Savage Orc and I switch that to Spell Scroll over there. 50 points. Oh, and then I could afford the Lodestone. Alright, let's try this. There we go. I think that's going to work. Let's do this. Cancel this out. Alright. The Savage Orcs, regular Savage Orc Shaman. Okay, we're spending some character points here, guys. I don't usually do this. This is like the antithesis of my mindset, but at 3,000 points, you get to play with some stuff more. So I figured with 3,000 points, I'm going to friggin' play, right? We're just going to play. Let's drop this shrunken head from here. We will add this item here. Okay. We're going to add a arcane item, Dispel Scroll. Get rid of the Obsidian Trinket. We're going to add the Obsidian Lodestone. Oh, that's too many points. -5. I thought I did math there. Oh, 60. 60 plus 45. I was close. Thought that was what was gonna work. Guess it's not. So if that's the case, I want the shrunken head over here. And the arcane item, shrunken head. Here. Arcane item, dispel scroll. 25 more points. Here. 50, 85, that gives me 15 points, but here I have 25 points. 25 points give me anything? Oh, Obsidian Amulet, no. Oh man, I'm just short on points for this stuff. It kind of bothers me. I'd rather have them at a higher magic res, but I guess I can still do this though. I can squeeze an MR out by doing this, I think. So we'll go with the go with the Obsidian Amulet here. Then also go with the Dispel Scroll, and that should keep him under. Yeah, it gives me 10 more points. And then we'll go here with the Lucky Shrunken Head. Alright, so what I ended up doing is going Fencer's Blade on the Savage Orc, the Dispel Scroll on the Savage Orc, Great Shaman, and the Obsidian Amulet. So that gives me a 3-up magic res in that unit. And then I got a 5-up ward and a 3-up magic res in the unit, which is cool because I'm going for a Death Starry build at this tournament. And then we will also give the unit flaming attacks because that will do our magic attacks when we need it, because we play against some vampires, things like that. Pretty cool. All right, liking it, liking it, liking it. Cool with that. All right. Now I think that's it for characters for myself. We will get into core. Savage Orc Boys, yay. Expand, collapse. Nope, adjust count, specify model count. I think we're going to go with 50. Actually, I just type it in. 50. Cool. Yes, we're going for a large unit. Yes, 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 we are. We're going with a standard bearer and a musician. Purposes of this tournament. 3,000. My mathematical skills are terrible. 3,000 divided by 4 is 750. That's what I thought it was. 750. Okay. We got 420 there. I'm going to go with 2 units of Wolf Riders. 2 units of Wolf Riders. Okay. Puts me at what for core? 520. Why is that red? Oh, because I'm under. Okay. Banner musician, chaff. I think I'm just gonna treat them as chaff and not give them anything. I don't think they need it. Give them a short bow. Do I give them a short bows to deal with some chaff? Do I bother? I think it's a waste of points. I just want 2 units of Wolf Riders. Fine with me. Let's combine these over here. Let's go with a unit. I think I'm gonna go with Night Goblins here. Where else do I usually get core from? Those. I usually take more Night Goblins. That's the issue. Now I'm dealing with a low Night Goblin unit. That's 60 points. How do I squeeze core out here? What am I at total? How do you see total on this thing? Oh my gosh. Oh, there it is. Okay. Silly. 1155. Okay, let's make this 750 with just this unit. I don't want to make more than 1 unit. Let's do Fanatics. Specify the models. Adjust count. Specify model count. We'll go 3. Cool. Almost there. Do the standard. Go with nets. And then 40 more, 3 points apiece. 30. 15 more, it's a unit of 35. Specify this count, adjust the count, specify models. 5, okay. Should put me at 755, perfect. Actually, I can drop one. 34. Cool. 752. Awesome. Totally okay with the 3 fanatics. I need to cover my bases for this, for core. I'm okay with the fanatics because it makes the unit relatively intimidating. I'm okay with the nets so that they sit against it. 30, if I rank them by 5s, is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's 6 ranks. They're facing a unit. They're going to take 10 wounds, peel 2 ranks. It should still give me steadfast for at least 1 turn if they're within general's leadership. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to go with. Oh, man. Okay, so we got our core figured out. I'm still going back to this Banner of Eternal Flame versus Battle Leadership. Like, I just want Leadership 9. I know that sounds crazy. I just want friggin' Leadership 9. Big Boss's leadership here. It's his stat line. Leadership 8 on the Big Boss. It gives that unit Leadership 8. Black Orcs already have Leadership 8. Squig's Leadership 8. Oh, this is killing me. This Leadership 9 is killing me. I think I'm going to take the gamble there, though. These are some points I'm writing down as I make the list, just for future reference when the tournament's over. Alright, so I got my Wolf Riders, cool. Okay, we're good. Let's go special. Special, 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 special. First go with the obvious Black Orcs. Specify model count. At 40. Musician, Standard Bearer, Magic Banner. I'm pretty sure we're going to give them the +1 movement banner. They're going to be running on the outside. They're going to be the independent group, or the independent horde here. Go with trolls. I'd like to go with 8 of them. 8. That is subject to moving around. We're going to go with the Squig Herd Horde. Awesome. Night Goblin Squig Herd. I love this because I don't have to calculate. Go 40 squigs. We'll adjust our Night Goblin count to that. Awesome. Okay. We got our 40 squigs, 8 trolls. So the trolls, the squigs, and the savages are kind of what's going to make up the center-ish. Savages are definitely going to be in the center. I don't know if the squigs and the trolls will be flanking or if the squigs and trolls will be on one side. The black orcs are probably going to be the ones running the flank for most of these scenarios, not that battle line, not the dawn attack one. Maybe no, that's not the one that's on a diagonal though. Dawn attack isn't on a diagonal. Dawn attack's just the one with the zones. So I think that'll be okay. I just bought some troll models that I'm painting, so I'd like to use them in the tournament, as terrible as that sounds. That's a bad excuse for a reason to use them. We will go with some spear chuckers, just because this tournament allows me to be afforded the opportunity to take them. So we'll go 3 spear chuckers. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that's it, or special for me. Rare. Gonna be, am I doing my pump wagons? Hold on, we'll get back to that. Let's do 2 lobbers, 2 doom divers. Drag these up so that everything's not all crazy and separate. Doom diver, rock lobbers, 2 rock lobbers, 2 doom divers, 3 spear chuckers. That is all rare. Okay, What am I at? 29.19. Whew. Okay. 29.19. What am I missing from my previous list? Another unit of savages, which is another unit of night goblins, which is whatever. So we'll do. I really want to use my pump wagons. I really like them. They're nice and fluffy. They're painted okay. Let's deck one of these out. Give it the spiky roller. Give it the outrigger. I want to give it the outrigger. I think the outrigger actually screws me usually. I don't think I'm going to do that. Alright, we're at 29.94. There's one pump wagon. Low on chaff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Essentially 4 units of chaff, but those... I mean, you can count the trolls as chaff, but nothing's going to want to friggin' fight them, I guess. So I'm a little low on chaff. Do I drop spear chuckers? Take the spear chuckers? Do I drop the spear chuckers? Do I take the spear chuckers? Huh. They haven't really been doing much for me in the practice games, but at the same time, they can be good with assisting with dealing with the monsters, while the rock lobbers can do work on the infantry models, so that I don't have to dedicate rock lobber and doom diver shots to monsters. I can dedicate spear chucker in the early shots to the random luck of a 6, so a 1 in 6 chance. If there's 3 of them, there's a 1 in 6 chance on each of them. Pretty much nearly guarantees a hit on turn 2 on one of them on 6s on a monster. Which means that if there's no monsters, they can deal with large amounts of infantry and they can whittle down units. They're so versatile compared to the pump wagons, but I feel like I should have another pump wagon in here just because I have the model. Maybe I just suck it up and I don't do that, but that leaves me with how much chaff? 1, 2, 3. That only leaves me 3 chaff/redirector units. What's to drop a spear chucker right now would bring me to 29, 28, 27, 26, 29. Oh my god, 94, 84, 84, 74, 64. 64 minus another 5 would be 59. 59. So 59, that leaves me with 51 points to spend. I can buy a naked pump wagon, which is not useful in the least. I need those spores and that spiky roller. I like the outrigger sometimes. Sometimes it screws you. That base 3d6 isn't always the best. It's good for getting things out of the way so you can put them with your units. It does make them better. My fortitude isn't very high. A lot of my stuff does not have banners. So I am relatively easy to break. I have my Death Star. Ooh, wait. I never did this button. That changes everything. Never converted those Savage Orcs to Biggins. Whoops. Okay, let's redo some math. We're just dropping that whole friggin' pump wagon. That thing's gone. This made the math easier. Oh, that's disconcerting. I can't believe I missed that button. Oh, and I never gave him extra hand weapons. I'm blowing up all over the place. Well, this made the math even easier. Yep, because that made core more expensive, which means I don't necessarily need this Night Goblin unit. Oh, that's why my points were wonky. Okay, so I dropped that Night Goblin unit, but it took me below. Okay, so let's readjust that and add another Night Goblin unit. All right, guys. All right, all right. It might not be as bad as I thought it was. I think we're going to end up with a similar result. I think we're going to end up with a similar result here. $20, 3 times 6 more, be a unit at 26. Oh, that sucks. I don't want to spend that little amount of points there. 670. 80 points on core. If I drop 5 savages, I can make the unit more substantial. You have 45 savages. Do this. Adjust this count. 45. I can make this Night Goblin unit more substantial. So it actually accomplish something. We'll go with the standard. Let me not go with fanatics. Let me adjust the count first. Let's see, 30. 30 keeps me under. Fanatics. This unit's going to be operating on its own on the outside, so I don't necessarily want to commit more models to it. Maybe I trim back the number of models in the unit to make it more affordable. Treat it as a shock troop. I think that's how I do this. Adjust it back down to 25. Okay, just as a 20. Down to 20. Okay. Yeah, we're going to treat that as a shock troop. We'll do that. I got 8 trolls here. I could trim that to 6. Feasibly, I could trim that to 6. I could trim that to 6. Do I want to trim that to 6? Do I want to trim it to 7? All right, let's add a pump. Cause I got room for 1 pump. A pump wagon in here. Definitely have room. Oh shit! I'm 2 points over. Fuck me. Ah. Hmm. Trimming 1 troll doesn't fix this. Trimming a spear chucker is the same number of points as troll. So I think I'm going to take from the chuckers. Pump wagons have the ability to really sway some games, so I'm like... That's the thing, is like you can hate on pump wagons all you want, but I feel like a pump wagon can do more than a... When it's fully upgraded, can do more than a spear chucker at least once, because... I don't know. It has the... Pump wagons have the potential to slam, so... One of those things where... If I want to do that, I have to drop another chucker. Shit, I gotta drop all 3 chuckers. Do I want to do that? If I trim the trolls down to 6, does that make them not impactful? I like them at 8 though. If I trim it to 7, what's the point of having one spear chucker though? It puts me at 29.92. I don't think I need these pump wagons to have the outrigger. See, the thing with the outrigger is, initially, you roll the 3d6 the first turn because you don't want to go too far. And then the second turn you commit the 46. So you roll that 3d6 anyway. And then you roll again on the 3d6. Yeah, I don't think I need this outrigger. So I want to take these away. And get out of that. Rock, no, it doesn't get me that. Doesn't get me much of anything. Do I just leave the outriggers? Can I get 30 points? Huh. Did I trim that Savage Orc unit down? I did trim it down to 45. Alright. I think I'd go with the outrigger just because. Unless I just do this. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna make this unit of Night Goblins bigger. Oh, 30 puts me over. At that point, is it even worth it? You know, it's gonna break so easily on the edge of the board. Oh, this is frustrating. Shoot at it, it's gonna be gone. But at least they'll waste a turn shooting that stuff. The outrigger is on both of these yet. No, I don't. Okay. Yeah, I think at least the 30 will help. Lower this to 29. Alright, 2,999 points. Can I add to the shaman for 1 point? Is there anything that's worth a point? No. I think this big boss is worth a point? No, even the shield is 2 points. Damn it, I thought the shield would be 1. Alright. I think this is going to be the list that I'm going to practice with. I think this is going to be the list that I'm going to practice with against Nick coming up soon. I don't know about these pump wagons now. Strength 5. Maybe I drop the no armor. The no armor is so good against Empire, though. The exploding spores on the pump wagons are awesome because that gives you strength 5 no armor save on the first impact hits, and against armies like Empire and Warriors of Chaos, I can kill a unit of Skull Crushers with one pump wagon at toughness because they're a toughness 4, so strength 5 against toughness 4 drags it down to 3. You know, I could essentially kill 2 Skull Crushers with it. Drop that. Maybe I drop that no armor. But if I drop the no armor from them, what do I get? If I drop the no armor, I get 30 points back, which is enough for a Spear Chukka. So I don't really know if that makes a difference. Personally, I don't think it does. I think it adds a little bit more versatility to them. I think that's what I'm going to stick with. I think I'm going to go combat heavy, get up there, because there is a point where the Spear Chukkas won't be able to shoot at anything. So at least the pump wagons will have some value in initially drawing fire. All right, so this is going to be the list, guys. I'm going to go with the Savage Orc Great Shaman. With Fencer's Blades, so he's got his paired weapons, weapon skill 10, awesomely paired with the spell in the Orc lore that gives you the ability to buff him up to as many as +4 strength and +3 attacks and things like that. So turns your Savage Orc Shaman into a credible duelist. A Dispel Scroll on him, as well as the Obsidian Amulet, just because I don't have the amount of cashola that I need. So yeah, can I add anything to this big boss as far as magic items go? He's stacked. Okay, I was gonna add a that doesn't matter, an Iron Curse icon to the Black Orcs, but whatever. So then I'm gonna go with another Orc Shaman. This one's a Savage Orc regular Shaman with the Lucky Shrunken Head, giving my Savage Orcs a 5+ ward. So that gives the Savage Orc unit a 3-up ward against magic and a 5-up ward in combat, which is awesome. I'll take it. I have a Savage Orc. I'm going to call it a Death Star. It's going to be 45 models. It's more than the normal 40 I would take. I made it 45. I'm contemplating going back to 50. I don't know. Let me play with this number real quick. If I bump this to 50... puts me over there. 9, 18, 27. It's only 27 points back. I could drop this Goblin Mob unit totally. No, I can't. I can't. I went with 20. See, if I went with 20, still short, or still over. I could go with 48 on the Savages. I have some plans for these Night Goblins too. They're going to get hand-gorked in front of some people and launch some Night Goblins places. Also, you can use them in contingency with the Trolls and place the Night Goblins behind the Trolls, move them together as a unit. Once the Night Goblins pop out, the Fanatics pop out the back, go through the Trolls. Most likely won't care about the wounds and just nail some people. So, I mean, that can happen too. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop 30, 12, 16. Drop 3 Savages from here. I'll count 1, 2, 3. That should put me under. Okay. And then we'll add 2 back here. All right, so we just even that out a little. Well, 3,000 even. So it's got 22 Night Goblins now. Yeah, that number evened out a little better. And 47 Savage Orc Big Ends. That's perfect because that gives me an even 50 for the model for the unit size. With the 3 heroes in it because they're all going to be going on the same spot. Yeah, so I got my 47 Savage Orc Biggins with an extra hand weapon. Musician Standard. I got my Wolf Rider unit. 2 naked units of Wolf Riders just for the sake of some chaff, whether it be going around the outside killing war machines. Black Orcs, 40 of them, banner swiftness, +1 movement. They're probably going to be the outside flank. Squig herd of 54, 40 squigs, 14 knob goblins. Knob goblins? The fuck game am I playing? Night goblins. There we go. Night goblins. So 54 unit. 8 trolls, probably run 4x4, I'm thinking. I could trim it down to 6, but if I trim it down to 6, essentially if I trim it down to 6, I could add 2 pump wagons. But I feel like the 8 is a little bit more of an intimidating thing, and it could waste some chaff / come in, and those stomps are really useful. Although they really can't operate by themselves. 35 points a piece. That's the same cost as a spear chukka. I could end up with 2 more chukkas if I drop 2 more trolls. I might play with that number. Right now I'm going to keep it at 8 trolls with less chukkas, just because this tournament's all about getting those victory points. So we'll keep it at 8 trolls. We will do, we got 2 rock lobbers, 2 doom divers, standard shooting, 22 night goblins with 3 fanatics, some hand of gork shenanigans, some keeping behind the troll shenanigans, as we said, 2 pump wagons. Both of them have the giant exploding spores and the spiky rolls, so that's strength 5. No armor against units that have armor, which is great against Empire. These things slaughter demigryphs. These things really do a number. As long as you don't roll like crap on the impact hits against demigryphs and skull crushers are the 2 things that come to my brain. They're actually pretty good against a lot of other things. They're pretty good against doom wheels, even though the strength is low. The fact that no armor is a big deal, plus it's 2d6, so you can get an average number of wounds out that would affect the situation greatly. They're good against even monsters on the outside, like hell pits. Even though they have those regen saves, the strength 5 is good. They're good against armor-based regular units. So let's say instead of putting them on the flank, let's say I'm playing a Warriors of Chaos army where everything's kind of clumped up. You can slam them into there, get that initial strength 5, no armor. They're also good against Warriors of Chaos because of one thing: Demon Princes. They can actually deal with Demon Princes relatively well. You get that ward save. And in the game of Orcs and Goblins versus Warriors of Chaos, it is quite literally a game of kill the friggin' Demon Prince. It's usually what it is initially. Because if they actually get a purple sun off, you lose the game. So here's my list. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with it. We'll see how it goes. And once again, I'd like to thank you all for tuning into this video. We're gonna play. I'm gonna probably play a game with this in a couple days. I think Nick and I are gonna play this week at some point, or I might play Ryan, or I'm gonna get a game in. So yeah, and I will post a follow-up video when that comes up. And I wanted to say thank you for everybody for watching, and have a good night. Take care.